Hey everyone, Angelo here at Next Level Running Coaching, and today again I'm going to go over the Runner's World magazine for the May 2021. You must be thinking, Angelo, are we going to go through the whole magazine? No, I am skipping around for videos, but I wanted to kind of talk about when I go through a magazine, and that's why I haven't done a video every day on a magazine, is because not every article is, in my opinion, worth mentioning. But I did want to focus on something in particular that catches my mind and why I think you should read every article, in my personal opinion, because there was an article in here, and I don't know why I can't find it all of a sudden, but it was about biking, and here it is. How to ride your way to a stronger run, and this was written by Samantha Lafave. I could be pronouncing her name wrong, and I apologize. But this is on page 30 to 31. And it's about bike riding and how it can make you stronger as a runner. And I particularly do not bike ride. I don't need to bike ride because I can run, and I'm not injured. And this was about injury. But it also talked about how you could include biking into your routine. That's not really why I'm interested in this article. What interests me is that this article talks about a marathon runner who was training, got injured, was training, and was only by the doctor was only allowed to run 3 days a week, and was able to bike to keep the cardio levels up for that person. Why is that interesting? It so happens that I'm actually doing a challenge, and I don't even think this relates back to the conversation or the video I did on the training, and I think it all ties together, in my opinion, because your lifestyle. You may only be able to run 3 days. And in here explains exactly how I would coach somebody if they only had 3 days. So inside articles, and why going back to my original thought here, why you should read every single article is because if you think it out of context, even if this doesn't apply to you, if you can take some of the things within here and pull them out. And what I grabbed from this was, wow, if I didn't already have this idea, wow, somebody who's a professional runner is only running 3 days a week and biking on the other, and is doing pretty well as a runner. What does that mean? How does that impact me as a runner? And I have a lot of people that I coach actually that can only run 3 days a week because of their circumstances. And right here is a case to prove that you can run 3 days. Now, what was interesting was what was the workouts that they picked that this individual would be able to do for 3 days. And it's interesting because I would pick the same things, and I do that. So there's the long run, and there's the intense workouts, the track workouts that you want to be doing, the tempo workouts that you want to be doing, and the long run. So those are the three. If I had to chop everything out of a program and you could only run three, actually it all depends on the phase, because we here do work on phases in the next level running method. So depending on your phase, you won't be doing a tempo run at the base phase, or even at the build phase. So but once we get to the cycle phase, which is where we're working on speed and really getting ready for races, we are focusing, if you only have 3 days, on those three aspects: interval training, tempo runs, and long runs. And anything else that we can fill in there will be sprinkled in with shorter runs that allow you to practice your base pace and making sure that you can continue on. So my main my main topics I hope that you pull out of this is that you can run 3 days a week. I'm proving that. I'm doing a documentary on that, on how I went from running a marathon, or a half marathon, I should say, to 5 days of a 5K training to now 3 days of 5K training, and seeing how that impacts me. And so far, I am impressed with the results because I'm not doing the additional things that this article talks about, which I could just imagine what would happen if I did. Anyways, but that's not what the challenge is about. But this is just explains, so 2 things out of this video I hope you get. One, you can run 3 days a week. It's and supplement it with other things to help you if running you just don't want to run every day. And 2, don't pass up every article if it doesn't relate to you, because there could be nuggets of information in there that if you just read it, then you may get something there that might help you in your running. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. And until next time, happy running.